few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. To return, it's Peppers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. It's Fowler, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2nd and 5. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Before being taken down at the 27.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, You're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Fights loose. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go with McCaffrey.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
To return, it's Peppers.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. But when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Shark, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd down, it's Fowler. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive,
as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Hardman on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one? That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down now, it's Fowler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Fowler. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. They'll
keep it on the ground. Fowler, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Giants, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew,